Hey man, this Bandana Tha Ragg, man, Gasoline TV, the reliable source himself. What is it?
Can you give us a brief summary of your upbringing and your experience growing up in Compton?
Oh man, yeah. My upbringing, man, I mean, you gotta look at it, I come up in the 90s, you feel me? And things was different in my upbringing from seeing how the streets was then, how the streets was then. It was very serious, you know what I mean? It's serious now, but it was serious on another level back then. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of things were different. I'm saying for me seeing certain things, I've seen a lot of good. You feel what I'm saying? You've seen good, bad, and the ugly, but I've seen a lot of good with the bad and even the ugly, basically. You know what I mean?
When you first start rapping, bro, like what inspired you to pick up the pen and the mic, and do some music?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I had an OG homie named Fat Rat, right? And Fat Rat was a big dude. He reminded you of like one of the fat boys out of the group. And at that time, when I was coming up, I was young, man. I was about 11 years old, 10, 11, right? And he used to come down Orange Street and he had them sounds in that Suzuki with the monster beat, right? Shaking every house.
Yeah.
And I ran to the gate, and he'd come by. I say, Fat Rat, give me a tape. I just wanted to say something to him. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he said, come on. So I came out the gate and he gave me a tape. It was Mixed Master Spade. It was a vibe, right?
Yeah.
So I listened to that. That's why I got infatuated with music from that. Then I used to trade tapes with my homeboy down the street. That homie named Wink down the street. And me and him would trade tapes because, you're burning something out. Me trade tapes, so I'm just hearing, now I'm hearing just hip hop. I'm hearing all kind of different stuff, right? So that inspired me to rap. I used to have to sneak in the back room and listen to it off my grandfather's radio because he wouldn't let me listen to the rap, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. So that's what inspired me to do the music. Rest in peace to my OG homie Fat Rat.
What would be some advice that you would give an artist coming up now, like to try to make it in this industry, the way it is today in the climate that we?
I'll take the cheat off of it. Don't just give them brain damage. Tell both sides of the story. You talking street rap to the good part, to the bad part, to the ugly part, right? A lot of rappers are not artists, and that's what the game is missing. You know what I'm saying? When you had the older rappers that came out before us, I don't want to say older rappers, I'm gonna just say the legends before us, they was able to tell stories. You know what I'm saying?
Righteous.
About different things in their life, about their family, somebody in their family that passed that they missed, how hard it was. You know what I'm saying? The struggle.
Shit you could relate to.
You could relate to. If you talk about this gunplay, or a whole album of that, man, that's why these young dudes is out of control, because all they doing is feeding themselves that violence. You know what I mean? You gotta dilute that. If you're an artist, and if you're an artist and you want to see a change out here, homie, you can't just give them brain damage.
At least have a balance,
man, on the one.
Yeah.
That's what Tupac did.
Right.
He gave you Hit 'Em Up, but then he gave you White Man's World, he gave you Brenda's Had a Baby, gave you Shed So Many Tears, gave you How Long
Keep
Would
Your
They
Head
Want Me.
Up.
So he showed you in this lifestyle, this could be you. You feel what I'm saying? Straight up.
Can you
just a homie right here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, pull on up. We right here. Yeah.
Can you give me a list of like your discography, bro? Like from the first album or project to like your most recent?
Okay, well, when I first came out, it was in '99. K5 and the Bottom Feeders. That was on Black Market Records. Then from that, I came up with Burgundy Van Music with an artist in the Bay Area named Maywax. Me and him did that album. Then the album On Your Head. Then from there, I did an album on Self-Preservation. That was also on Black Market Records. Then after Self-Preservation, I did Gangsta's Prayer. That was me. You see what I'm saying? So now we looking in the future. I'm pushing Town Boy Entertainment. Shout out to the homie Lil Duck. Shout out to Bon Bon. Shout out to June Year. Shout out to Sean Compton. Shout out to Big Duck. Shout out to R3L. Shout out to Big Whack. Shout out to Tyler. Shout out to everybody that's with us. I'm forgetting names, but you feel me?
Yeah.
You get the picture.
Righteous. So I can't let you go before, the segment that we're on is Black and Brown Time, right?
Yeah.
First time I ever saw you or heard of you was at the BLM protest, right? I was out there and I seen you. I was like, man, I gotta reach out because I love what you was doing, the Black and Brown Unity. Can you speak on Black and Brown Unity, bro, and where it's at and how or the lack thereof, bro? Either one. Like, do you see that there is? It's getting.
I see it, man. This the thing. When you touch on that, this the thing. That's why I show different parts of it. It's just like what I was just telling you about the rap.
Yeah.
If you keep showing, artists keep giving you gun violence on the song, nothing but active music, nothing to balance it out, you're gonna have what? Chaos.
Right.
So if you have videos promoting both sides, things that happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's only gonna promote the chaos, promote the division.
Right.
Me, as a young black man, I'm out here in Compton. I can tell you what I see.
Yeah.
Every family had their own problems, right? You put any family, you and your family, you and your brothers, you and your cousins, you gonna have fights or arguments or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it's not gonna stop you from being a family, right? We out here, we coexisting with each other, we gotta respect for one another, right? Things do happen, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I see a lot of artists pushing stuff from jail, I'm gonna just say. I don't mess with them, they don't respect us, they don't love us. No, they do love you, they do respect you. Certain things happen, but that don't define a whole race of people, right?
Right.
Because if you look at it out here, as black men, I'll go to Louis Burgers, we support that 24 hours. There's nobody black working in Louis Burgers. So we support the brown community, right? So in music and different things, they come out and support us. So if you look at it, it's a dialogue of support.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have friction here, you have friction there, but at the end of the day, you got a lot of people working to make that change. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's hard to make a lot of change because you can't change minds that come from jail with a certain mind frame. So I feel like if you get a change in there, push it on the streets, because that's where the problem is. The streets would be cool, but then jail stuff come back down here. People come home from jail with the same mentality. When they put us in jail, what do? They segregate it. Hispanics over here, blacks over here, whites over here. What you do? Now put everybody fucking together and make them get along. And if you put us all together in jail, we living on the streets together, right? You wouldn't have the problems that you have. But when you put everybody separate, or they separate that so it won't be no stuff so to protect.
Right.
No, who are you protecting? Who are you protecting? Now all that's doing is causing division, because you get a whole bunch of people on this side saying, okay, we watching them. You get everybody over here say, okay, we watching them. See, now you done just incited some shit.
Yeah.
When if you would have put everybody together and everybody would have made each other respect one another. Some was gonna win some was gonna lose some, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was gonna get to a respect level to where motherfuckers could deal with each other and coexist without the extra chaos.
Exactly.
And it's changing, it's gonna change, it's hard.
Yeah.
A lot of things were put on my plate to be able to do this, and I can see it's hard. I see Cynthia Nunn, Skip Townsend, Psycho out of Swans, Lil Dot. I see the effort they put in and the work that they do, and I see how one incident can happen and change all that. Okay, you had things with the vendors going on. Okay, then you go to Torrance and you show that the Hispanic gang was bombing all the black houses, get the blacks out of the projects over there. So a lot of things don't be brought to the table to see. Okay, you see the vendors on this end, but you didn't see the houses being bombed and black mothers and black families was going through that. You know, and you don't want to just put all of that negative on. Oh, look what all is happening. If you put all of that on the table, who gonna want a piece after you putting all that on the table?
Right.
Things is gonna happen just like with Crips and Bloods. I push we need to come together, right? If we went to Vietnam with Japan, and if you look here today, Asians, Americans, they live better than us. And there's no disrespect to them, they just got their own system, right? But if America, the USA, could forgive Japan, and you know how many lives and family members and people that went to that Vietnam and died? If they can get over that, red and blue can get over. Black and brown can get over.
Yeah.
But it's time for us to start, you know, just show the right respect and appreciation for the real people that's out here trying to make a difference.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying?
And you want,
I fuck with everybody. I don't give a fuck where you from. I don't care who you are, what you are. You got the love in your heart, I'm going to match you.
And I see that, bro. And I respect that. I salute that. I commend you for that, bro.
Appreciate
Keep
that,
doing that, man. And
appreciate
you know,
that.
thank you for, you know, sharing your platform and you know, shedding the light on people trying to, you know, spread that positive, you know, message and that unity and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't get enough of that. We get a lot of the negative.
You gotta dilute that stuff. You constantly showing that. And if you look at rappers from my era coming in, like you said, with my upbringing, rappers was able to live. DJ Quick still here, MCA still here, Ice Cube still here, Mac 10 still here, RBX still here. You hear me? All the guys are still here. You go to this new generation, they put one album out and get killed. Man. Because it's what you putting out, homie.
Sad,
Tell the whole story. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Don't just tell the bad. Tell it all, homie.
Yeah, man. But it's unfortunate how like in order it seemed like they only want to push that ignorant shit, that negative. That's what gets you. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a money making thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's where that's a case where you have a lot of division. This is what I see. When I'm out here, I see homeless everywhere. I see mobile homes. I see people sleeping in tents on the ground. So whatever red and blue, black and brown issues is, I'm taking it a step further than that. What about these people? We got to start caring about the people that don't have. So that's something totally different than street problems, street gangbanging. Because the people in the streets, you have your homies, you have your neighborhood, right? These people don't have nothing, homie. They ain't had nothing to eat. Right. They sitting out here begging for change. They sleeping on the streets. We got more serious problems than to where you from and on that street stuff. We got to get past that and get beyond that. Learn how to respect each other so we can help those in need of help. And we stop letting society and the system take advantage of all of us.
Yeah.
Because these people out here need a place. We need housing out here. You feel what I'm saying? Not just for women that have Section 8. What about a man?
Yeah.
So you saying it's only good, Section 8 is only good to help women. Oh, they have baby for child support to help women. But a man gets 200 a GR to survive off a month. What kind of man can survive off 200? If child support make you pay 1,500 for a couple of kids, GR, you only get 200 to survive off of, you're going to make a bad decision. You're going to end up in prison. You're going to hurt somebody. You don't want to hurt nobody, but goddamn it, you're going to eat. One way or another, you got to eat.
To survive.
To survive,
Yeah.
Let's be real with all of this. And then when they do take your money, they be the middleman and take their cut and give her cut and then give you your cut. I don't need no middleman to give my kids my money. If you're going to take it from me to give it to my kids, give all that money to my kids. You don't need to be no middleman. I don't even know you.
Right.
I'm not in your household dividing your money. But if you look at it, Caucasian people, they have alimony because they get married. In the ghetto, you don't have people married. You have people who have kids because they go through the same training. They're young. I didn't have a father. She didn't have a father. We hooked up because it was lack of that love because we didn't have. And now we had kids, but we didn't know what we was doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So will that situation really last? No. But if you got married and you go in Orange County where they pushing marriages and pushing this and pushing that, the upbringing.
They have an example.
We have to change the ghetto so we can have a chance as a people, black and brown.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. So
you take all of that stuff out the equation and start working on these real problems. And even jobs. You have black and brown dispute from jobs. Okay, they get into it. One guy get fired. Okay, when he go home, he say, "Oh, that dude did this." So that brings hate because he put that in his household. Yeah. So now everybody in the household, he can't pay his rent. They lose the house. They lose the car. So they mad at this man.
Yeah.
And it goes vice versa. It has to be fair all the way around the board. Everywhere there's jobs at, there need to be every race in that motherfucker. Yeah. I want to see a black, I want to see a brown, I want to see an Asian, I want to see a white. Yeah. Do it all around
diversity.
The board. Don't just have all blacks over here, all Hispanics in this job, all Asians running this job. No, because if you have it like that, that's just like jail. Separation. Somebody, when you do the separation, somebody gonna get the bad end of the stick. Who is it gonna be? Straight up.
Hey man, thank you so much. Much success to you, bro. Is there any last words that you want to leave the youth with, or anybody, just the people? Anything you want to plug or a shout out that you might want to?
Look, shout out to you, man. The Gusto. Shout out to my boy
Young. Thank you for wearing the shirt, bro.
Shout out to everybody that fucks with Bandana
Tha
Ragg and Gasoline TV. Anybody that been on Gasoline TV, I love you, homie, and I rock with you. I appreciate it because I reached out to a lot of people, right? Yeah. A lot of people didn't bite, but those that needed to, they bid on it, homie, and they helped me out, and I love y'all. Salute.
Man, it's mutual, bro. Thank you. Much respect to you. Much love. For sure.